It's the D&D Podcast, yo. We global, baby.
All around the world.
And we back in this bitch one more time.
Yes.
Hey, what? It's kind of hot up in here.
It is,
just
man.
a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
But no, it's springtime, so you know what I'm saying? It's a reason to be hot. So all my black people, all the Mexicans, everybody who know our skin gets a little fried during the spring and summertime. It's time to break out them fans and air conditioners, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's about
Make sure your AC in your car is fixed because you ain't got to ride with the window down.
Nah, see, summertime, man, I love riding without
Windows.
my shirt on. I take my shoes off.
I ride
when
naked.
I'm driving. Basically, man, I'm
I ride
riding
naked.
bando, baby.
Straight up.
Straight up, man.
Straight up, but I ain't gonna do that shit no more.
Windows down. If I had a sunroof, that'd be down too.
Be sticking my head out the sunroof. Hopefully, nobody see my ass.
I love it, man.
But it's definitely springtime, man. I'm a spring baby, so of course you know I love this season. And I like the change. I like how the weather changes. It's just nice and cool, nice and warm. You ain't gotta worry about no extra bullshit. It ain't too hot. It ain't too cold. Like this shit perfect.
Yeah.
And then the nice little cool breeze when it get a little too hot in the spring. Yeah.
Yeah, I think springtime is perfect, even though summertime is my favorite season.
I think sometimes everybody's favorite season.
Yeah.
Only thing is you just need a thing of sunscreen. Cause you know us light skinned red bones, we turn red during the summer.
Well,
You know my black ass, I be
the dark skinned people, we got our natural brand of suntan.
Yeah, it's called King's Fur Charcoal.
It's called melanin, nigga.
Yeah, it's called Miller Burnt.
But nah, man, you know,
y'all make sure y'all stay protected this summer and spring, man. Make sure y'all have y'all sunscreen. Make sure y'all don't be in the sun too long, because the rays do get a little serious and skin cancer is there.
that shit is real.
That shit is
definitely real. But I mean, what brings us here today is, you know, we've been grinding a lot. We've been working and we've been putting together
projects,
a plan and projects to make the podcast pop off and all of our
not only
endeavors.
podcasts, not only the podcast, we've been working on brands and entertainment and all that stuff. It's just been one crazy, man. It's been a crazy couple months for me right now. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Same here, man. You know, the music and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the midst of all of that, like, we was sitting down and we was like, man, what should we talk about this show? And I was like, man, we should talk about like work and
what's going on
and the people that we gotta deal with, like, cause I feel like a lot of people don't know how to really how to maneuver in that system in that place, man.
True that.
Like,
and the thing is, every workplace environment is very different. You don't know what you're gonna get. Like my job is extremely chill and relaxed. Like I know I can go and talk to my boss when need be. My boss is hella cool as long as we make him some money. Now, not everybody. No, it's the truth though. Like, bro, he'll come out, help us out with stocking, merchandising, and help us do certain things in the store. But other than that, he leaves his workers to run the store. So basically, it's kind of like we're all assistant managers, and so to speak, in this way. So literally, I can walk in the store, hey, Damont, this is what happened. We got this new and stuff. Okay, cool. And then he'll literally be like, don't call me. You manager on duty. Okay. So literally, like, it's a chill. And the thing is, I can be personable. I can be relaxed. I can actually cuss at work, and I get in trouble for it.
Well, you is basically the manager. So.
Basically the man. So, but nah, but every workplace environment is not like that. Like certain workplaces, like especially in corporate offices, big offices, you got to be mindful of the things you say, the things you do, because even though y'all may be cool in work and y'all talk amongst yourselves privately, somebody got a big old mouth and will spread that until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, definitely, man. And if
it gets back to the wrong person, that's your job.
And then with that, also is like when you go and you hang out with like your coworkers stuff outside of work, like you gotta have like somewhere in your mind that this is an extension of your workplace. Like if y'all are going to the bar, something like that, and y'all start talking.
You don't get drunk with your coworkers. It's not smart. If your coworkers have to carry you home and you know you gotta work in the morning, oh yeah.
That, and like you want to be mindful of like what's coming out your mouth and how much you're revealing to people that you work with, Because
don't nobody need to know about your man or woman.
Straight up.
That, like, so some of y'all in the workplace, y'all just be whew.
They just let it all out.
Y'all let up. Oh yeah, you know, me and my man, we went out last night, you know, and the sex was wonderful. Hey. I don't want to cheer about how in the hell you and your man be fucking. Nigga, I'm trying to make money. I'm not worried about you.
Exactly. And I think,
tell me afterward. Call me when I'm at home, not on the job, just chilling. Like, I'm in my house eating popcorn. Call me then. You call me then. You can tell me how all you man fucking, even though I still won't care. But that's beside the point.
And I feel like a lot of people, like, alright, you got the term like work husband and work wife and shit like that. And
I
never that shit literally.
I never understood that. I never, like, when I say, oh my gosh, like, he's my work husband. Oh, word?
Well, you gonna give me some
you gonna get some work pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
You gonna work for the pussy.
Shit. But I mean, I done had a couple people be like, oh shit, y'all be arguing like y'all married. That's your work wife right there. And I just be, like, I be ripping their ass. I be ripping
like, work what? Nigga, I'm at work. I ain't got nobody. This is business. When we in here, ain't no family. We may be friends on break, but when we off break, we working.
Exactly.
We trying to get shit done. Nobody got time for that. As soon as I'm off the clock, then you can come talk to me. You off the clock? Yep. Ooh, girl, let me tell you. There it is. There's your opportunity. Tell me before I leave the parking lot, because if you don't, I promise you, I'm not gonna ask you what the hell you told me. Straight up. But no, like a lot of things, especially with us, both of us going on, you know what I'm saying, we both got our individual brands, but then we also got the podcast. So even though we work, this nigga work at the airport. Like, oh my God, I can only imagine what the fuck this nigga be going through. In the cold, in the heat, snow.
Shit ain't all what it's cracked up to be, man.
It's not. It's unless you're a flight attendant.
I mean, even then, you still have your stuff that you got to deal with, and that's more of,
you know what's
along
funny?
The lines of like
I have a good friend
or something like that.
I have a good friend of mine who's a flight attendant, and he told me literally he does not want to do it anymore. And I was like, you get paid to travel to Europe, Spain, anything, and you don't want to do it because he said. And the funny thing is, I asked him in general, because I was like, you're getting paid to travel, like. You know how much I would pay to get paid to travel? Like, so serious. And the thing about it is, he was just like, I'm tired, man. I just want to be somewhere, chill and relax. I don't really, like, even though, yeah, it was a great opportunity, I just want to sit somewhere and relax. Like, I want to work at jobs where I ain't got to travel all over the place. I can just go to work, go home. And the funny thing is, I actually understood that, because I like my job. My job is right up the street. I can just drive up the street, go to work, drive back up the street, go home.
Especially if you love where you live.
Exactly. Because where I live is quite peaceful. Ain't no shot, ain't no gunshots.
See, my thing is...
You know it's peaceful when the only thing you hear is dogs. And they're not even that loud.
The suburbs.
The suburbs.
I grew up in the suburbs, man.
All up in the suburban areas.
Only thing about the suburbs is that you gotta worry about white
nosy
people.
Nosy people,
man.
Nosy people.
And people getting mad at shit that, you know, if you live in, because I live in the hood too. In the hood, it's noisy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Gunshots.
You can sit out on the porch and
next door neighbors throwing wife is arguing at her husband, and you can hear every fucking word.
And then the baby daddy come in trying to have her back, and then they start fighting.
You have all the
all the kids sitting there screaming, "Stop it!" Yeah. No.
You hear all day long. Cause they
be running up and down the stairs. You hear baby kids, Shaquan, give me back my dog.
You see niggas selling drugs outside. I mean,
me sitting on the porch talking about something. Yo, I got the nick for the low. Got a nick for like $3.
Neighborhood drug dealer cool with you, man.
Neighborhood drug dealer cool with everybody, cause the baby mama the candy lady. Rent paid, man. Nah, it's so crazy though. And honestly, there are a few ways you can make a good side hustle without doing anything illegal. Say for instance, like I just said, be the candy lady. Every person in the world. And the funny thing is, you can actually get a small business license out of your home for only $50 just to run a little candy shop out of your house, which is wonderful. You literally, it's crazy because do you not know how much money people actually make from that, especially if people know you very well in your neighborhood? Like, and say for instance you throw a cookout and you still selling candy, man, what? I be selling plates too. Hey yo, $2 per plate, you know what I'm saying? We got chicken, pork chops, grilled steak, Yeah, coleslaw and baked beans over here. Yeah, you get a whole plate for $3. Bro, do you not know what you could do with that money? My homegirl, as a matter of fact, one of my cousins is the candy lady. She paid her rent off of one day of selling candy. She made $400. And I just sat there.
Cheap ass rent.
I know. She made, no, yeah, where she pays, yeah. Something. But no, one day I was like, $400 in one day. Just for you being candy lady? But the thing was, she extended, she does some stuff for adults. So, you know, she do cigarettes, she do, she don't do, she do blunt, well, she do blunts like games. And
she mix up drinks and shit?
She make, sometimes, not all the time. Not all the time. She's smart. She ain't trying to do all that extra shit.
That's just
it makes sense though, because honestly, even in the worst, the craziest of ways, start your own business. It's a lot of money to be made starting your own business, doing what you love, especially knowing you can put your passion into it. I work part-time mainly because I'm trying to not only provide a living, but I'm invested in my business. I love dancing. Gotta have a studio space to dance. So therefore, take $50, put towards studio space. Matter of fact, I just copywritten my logo. So yeah, definitely.
Which I thought he had copy.
Nah, it was registered. I ain't having copywritten. It was registered.
So they was holding it.
Yeah, they was holding it. So now I got a copywritten. Ain't nobody touching my shit.
I just wanted to ask you, so we know that working for yourself is the best way to go, especially if it's something that you love to do, and you got a plan that's written from A to Z, and Z to A. But how do you feel, like, for the people who are still employees, how do you feel about picking up slack for other people?
Now, here's the thing. When you first start to work, it is exciting because you're finally making money, you can actually get some experience, and you can actually kind of get your foot in the door as to what you do and do not want to do. Now, I will say, when I first started working, I was working at Marshall's. That was my actual first job. My very first job was working at a fruit stand. Hey, but okay, $110 weekly as a teenager ain't too bad. And shit. Not even lemonade, bro. We were selling everything. I'm selling vegetables, fruit, flipping beans and rice, and literally he would go to the farmer's market and he would buy, like, everything was all natural, everything was fresh, straight out the joint. So literally I'm selling broccoli and cauliflower and watermelons and spinach and, you know, and the cantaloupes and melons and grapefruit. I said, God, dog, damn. Okay, all right. And the funny thing is, even though the man, he died some odd years ago, he literally gave me my first job. Him and one of his really good friends, well, the deacon at church. You know, when you go to church, you meet some people that give you a job. Yeah, I had one of those at first, and I was doing that for a good little minute. I was volunteering, and then a good friend, one of my ministers, his wife was the manager or one of the assistant managers at Marshall's. And she was like, you know what, I'm gonna help you. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get you a job so you can start making this money, so you pay for senior year. The first week I got there, man, oh man, my manager almost got in a fight one night. I was like, whoa. But man, it wasn't Mark. No, I work. Matter of fact, I work by the Haven Mall. I was at Marshall's on the Haven, and ain't nothing like walking like 2 seconds up the joint to go to CC's Pizza and get you some lunch. You know what I'm saying? You got 30 minutes. It took me 2 to walk down there. 8 for like 20. It took me 2 to walk back. And I still had time to sit in the room and chill. So, hey, shoot, go to Dollar Tree, get you a bag of chips, get you some CC's pizza. Maybe that would be killer. But no, anyway. But hey, look, I eat. But no, literally working, when I first started working there, I immediately knew I wanted to do fashion, because literally I'm in the clothes. I was never even when I was in high school, I was never really the fashionista. I wasn't into that until I got older. Like, my mom was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck you got on? What the fuck is this? Why the hell did you? It wasn't until I got into college that I learned all this shit, and I was like, what the fuck have I been doing? Why did I wear the big ass pants? I ain't even that fucking big. Ew. Oh my god.
Everybody was into that shit.
I was in the tall tees, baggy pants. The funny thing is, I was in the all denim outfits before it became popular. Yeah, everybody knew I was in all denim outfits. I stayed wearing all denim. Couldn't tell me shit.
That's some 90s shit for real.
It is all denim outfit. Hell yeah, I'm a 90s baby, so I still rock that bitch to this day. But no, but when you first start working, it's mad cool, yeah. But the thing about it is, when you do it for so long and periodically, and you start to realize, especially when you go to college like I did, you start to realize that you weren't meant for this. This is not your call. And so when I actually started working back again after college, I took an opportunity. I mean, what was it? 4 years I was working. I was working at the hotel, making good money, by the way. I was working for the city of Virginia Beach. I was doing a lot of different things, just saving up cash, paying rent, paying bills, just working. And then I looked one day and I was just like, you know what? I want to do something that makes me happy. I want to do something that I could possibly call my own, or that I can pass down to my cousins, pass down nieces and nephews, or possibly, maybe, if one day it happens, pass down to my child, to my seed.
You answer the question. I said, what is it like picking up the slack?
It's the bullshit.
For other people?
It's bullshit. Because I don't feel like picking up after nobody grown ass. I clean up after grown people all fucking day long. Them niggas come to the store, be unfolding shit. Especially if your co-worker lazy and she don't feel like doing shit, you gotta clean up the whole fucking store. And the funny thing is, my co-workers, they understand what we be going through when people come to the store and just, you know, just, I don't want it. And then they clean that shit up. I be teaching motherfuckers how to fold in my store.
Like, yo, come here.
Come here, let me show you. Feet, ass. And put it away. Feet, ass. Put it away. It's very simple. It's a trifold. Feet, ass. Turn it. Put it away. Like, bruh. Me personally, I'm not a lazy motherfucker, but literally my job is laid back, so if the store's already clean, ain't really much I can do. And the thing is, during that time frame, I sit there and work on my business. Mm-hmm. But yeah, picking up the slack for other people, especially, oh my god, especially if your store is consistently running and people consistently making messes and just leaving shit everywhere. Yeah, it gets annoying after a while, and then you start to realize you're like, no, I'm not doing this shit. See, I decided, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be the nigga running this shit. Like, y'all clean this shit up. I ain't running this shit. Go clean the shit up. Go ahead.
Like, yo, I got to the point when I was working with people who I have to consistently pick up the slack for. I got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna come in this bitch. I'm not even gonna fucking complain no more. Because complaining don't get shit done. It ain't gonna change who the fuck these motherfuckers is. Because they don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. But you know what? I know why I'm here. I know what my end game is. Yeah, I got ulterior motives. Nigga, my fucking motive is to get money. Get them Benjis, nigga. And with your amount of bitching and your lack of wanting to do shit, nigga, you ain't doing nothing but sacking my pockets. That's a conflict of interest right there, nigga. Because you might be fucking with my money, because then if niggas come and they confront you, you might motherfucking try and push a lie off on me and be like, well, that nigga Don right there don't be doing shit, he did it. And then I got to come and I got to rip your ass open. Pause. Pause.
Well.
Nah, but for real,
rip you a whole new one.
But for real though, man, I just like, I had to change up my mindset and say, you know what, I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna get on my shit, and I'm gonna keep my end game intact. Because like, when you come in there and you know exactly who's not gonna do shit, and you're doing the same shit every fucking day, then that shit burn you the fuck out. It burns you the fuck out.
You literally get tired of it.
So as a result of that, I feel like I had to change my mindset to, I'm gonna keep my end game intact, and then I had to befriend the other niggas who was on their shit. You know what I'm saying? Not only just on their shit at the job, but on their shit outside of the job too. Because like Mike said, like, we got shit going on even outside of this podcast. You feel me? So of course we got shit going on outside the job. You know what I'm saying? So I befriended niggas who got shit going on, and we just like, we don't throw nobody under the bus, because that shit dead. You know what I'm saying?
Like, for real, honestly, it gets annoying to me.
But
like, when people throw people under the bus for no reason, like.
But we on the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead.
But no, it irritates me when you at work and people literally try to throw you under the bus just to make themselves look better. Like, it gets annoying after a certain time. And I'm just like,
That shit don't make no damn sense.
Like, I'm like, bruh, for real, we both doing the same job. If you was doing your shit like you was supposed to, you wouldn't have had to throw me under the bus. That's not my fault. I'm doing my fucking job. And the thing about it is, me, I be recording. Put that phone right here. Oh, I got a video. I got evidence to show that I was doing my job. Here you go.
And that go back to like what you said earlier with working in like a corporate environment. Because I worked in plenty of corporate environments, man. And the thing is, like, you got like niggas who like the politicians, like the niggas who can, they know they shit, and they slick with their mouth. You know what I'm saying? And they know how to throw you under the bus and make it seem like the shit was your fault when it was really their fault. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, you gotta record, you gotta have like that paper trail on niggas, like you gotta have facts on niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I clocked in at this time, I came over here at this time. Like, the shit is bullshit because you just come there to get money, and to like, if that shit is like in your career, you just come in there to fucking like learn that shit and maybe start your own shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever your fucking goal is. But that's the bullshit of the shit, you know what I'm saying. But I feel it, cause sometimes niggas gotta go down.
They got to.
They some brown nosing ass niggas, man.
Real, straight up.
Like I done dealt with plenty of motherfuckers like that. Like this.
And not to say this happens to everybody, but I know the personal things that me and this man have been through. Literally, we just venting. Like it's a lot that goes into just going to work in general. You going to work, period. You're already tired. In certain jobs, you may not like to work, but hey, it's a paycheck. So,
like, I know the last job that I worked at, I got so fed up with the shit, I forced them niggas to fire me. I ain't never been fired from the job before.
Actually, I got let go because they said I was stealing hours. How the fuck do you steal hours? And then what makes it worse, the same job I got fired from gets shut down and burned to a crisp a couple months later. Karma.
Came right back around.
Exactly. And the thing about it is, I literally know, because the thing is, it was some really foul shit going on where I was working at the time. And
you smell it now.
Yeah, literally. Like, bro, it was foul. Like, it was ridiculously crazy. But, however, it is what it is. All I can say is do what you love, make your money, save up, do what you love again, make your money, save up, and keep the same thing rolling.
Yeah, you gotta stay focused on the end goal, cause that's the shit that's gonna keep you pushing through. Like, if you just come to work just to make money, just to pay your rent, then that shit gonna get,
it's gonna get old real quick. What the thing is, you gotta look at it as, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you see yourself doing? Like, what is your ultimate goal right now? What's the reason why you keep working as much as you're working? Me? I'm trying to get an apartment. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to save up. Matter of fact, not even trying to save up. I'm investing in my business. If it ain't my business, I'm saving up for an apartment and fix the car. That's it.
Get the whip game proper.
Exactly. I mainly just save up, basically, like I said, whip game. Trying to get my whip together. It's already working good. Just got to get minor things fixed and saving up for an apartment. I'm literally trying. I see myself in 5 years with a whole office space for So Serious, a showroom studio, showroom/dance studio, to where I can run my classes. I can have my group practices in there. I can do somewhat odd events and different things in there, along with, you know, running my business and running the showroom. That's what I see. I see my apparel and merchandise in the window, the little office joint right here, me making moves, cutting deals, having a little office joint where I'm having meetings and cutting, trying to make more moves. I see me with multiple So Serious branded company joints out throughout the states, international. Hell, I'm trying to make it to Spain, trying to go to Paris, trying to go to Japan, Tokyo, China. Like, I'm trying to be there. I'm trying to be there with y'all, man. Y'all support. Y'all make sure y'all people covered. I'm trying to get on that level.
Shit, in the next 5 years, man, I see myself with my own studio, my own personal studio, having my music licensed in movies, my own movies. I also see myself having films being put on Netflix, being shopped around and bought around Hollywood, the white Hollywood, black Hollywood. I see myself performing as well. And I also see myself owning multiple businesses, man, that at that point will be probably a couple $100,000.
I see myself choreographing, just doing music videos. I see myself, like, literally, it's just, matter of fact, take the time out of the day to just speak positive things over yourself. I'm an overcomer. I'm a dancer. I'm handsome. I'm cute. I'm beautiful. I'm strong. I'm mighty. Brave. Confident.
Even if you're an ugly motherfucker?
Even if you're an ugly motherfucker, it don't even matter. Other people need love too. If you're a buck-tooth motherfucker, they want somebody that can bite an apple through a picket fence, and you're gonna find it. I promise you will.
There you go.
You gonna be like that, huh?
Don't stop.
But man, yeah. But just make sure, man, whatever you do with your life, man, just make sure you do it to the best of your ability. Even if you're working for somebody else, that's not your true. I already know it's not your true calling. Just make sure that you have a plan in store for what you're trying to do, because there's a reason why you are where you are right now. And if you figure it out and try to make moves on that to help better your life, then you ready.
And just remember, man, that everything is a stepping stone, and this is the odd year for all things even. This is the D&D Podcast. I'm Damont Tesla.
Mike Damont. We'll be back, man. Woo! Yo, I'm your boy Mike Damont.
Yo, I'm Don Tesla.
And you're now listening to the D&D Podcast.
What's up, Mr. So Serious?
All day, every day. What's going on?
Serious about? It's across my leg.
You sound like Julian, man, when you did that shit. Nigga, like, so serious.
So serious.
So serious. I'll be like, I'll be shaking my whole head to that shit, but anyway.
Shaking my fucking head.
Okay, family friend.
Alright.
But nah. I'm gonna kind of freestyle today for the So Serious segment, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I actually wanted to talk about a certain few things. You know, of course, as you know, me as a dancer, I kind of see where now I'm at a point where I actually want to start doing more than just dancing. Like with me, when I first started So Serious, I wasn't really I was just a dancer. I didn't do anything else. I was literally strictly just a dancer. And then, of course, with me doing No Sleep Entertainment, I got into graphic design. And so it's kind of interesting because when I started doing graphics, the creative side of me just kept kind of it just, I don't know. And it's weird because when I started dancing, yeah, I can come up with choreography, but mainly when I freestyle, I just come up with stuff on the spot. Like, I don't know where I be getting this shit from. I don't know how I learned it. All I know is I'm doing the shit. But here are a few things I want to talk about today. First off, I want to start basically how to run your own business under So Serious Spotlight today. So, first thing is first. And knowing me, I kind of learned this ish midway, kind of a little late, but I managed to learn it. I got the shit done. So, first things first, when you're running your own business, do your research. You always want to do your research and plan your market. You want to know who you want to market to, what your market's going to be, who are you trying to get to, what your target market is, how much you plan on making financially, what you want to do with it, where do you see it, all that. Okay, once you do your research, come up with your business plan. I done changed my business plan over 10 times. And I still ain't done. But nah, literally with everything that goes on, literally you have to have a plan. Now, if you have a solid foundation to where, okay, you know what you want to do, and then it may change over time. It's going to, because you see certain things that you can see your brand or your company doing. So yeah, evolution is a great thing, and it may not work.
My bad.
Niggalution. Alright. But yeah, so yeah, research, business plan, and yeah, plan and execute. That's all I can say. Research, plan, execute. Now, maintenance is probably gonna be the best and the worst of running your own business. Cause I say it's the best because the payoff is real. Like when you see something that you've accomplished and you were able to do something, not only help somebody else out, but you were able to provide entertainment and certain things for other things, it's wonderful. But I say it's the worst because, oh my gosh, you can run. And the thing is, especially if you're financing it yourself, you can run out of money. Things could get let go. Like, say for instance, I pay monthly for a website fee. If I don't pay, I lose the website. If I main name, I lose all of it. So, yeah. Even though my name is copywritten, the copyright lasts you 70 years. You know what's funny, in the state of Virginia, well, not even the state of Virginia, in general, it only costs you $55. $55 just for one copyright. And that lasts you a lifetime until you die. And even after you die, it still lasts about 70 years. I didn't know that until I did my research. I never knew that. I never, ever, ever. And the thing about it is, I want to say it's a one-time thing. I want to say it's a one-time thing. I thought it was renewed, like you do it for like a year, a couple years, and then you renew it. No, a copyright is a one-time thing. Big names do it too. Big names like Sony. I didn't know Sony's copywritten. Walt Disney. Shoot, who else can I think of? It's a lot of
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A definitely. And honestly, a copyright is very smart. Even though it's not as powerful as a trademark, it's just as powerful. Because that picture or that logo that you created is protected. So, say for instance, my brand is called So Serious. My logo is So Serious Branding Company. Knowing that the So Serious logo is on So Serious Branding Company, that name is protected.
So, did you not only copyright but trademark?
I didn't trademark it, I copyrighted. So either way, it's protected. But if I trademark it, that's more powerful because of the simple fact that nobody, and even with the copyright, nobody can touch it because you have the rights to that. And the thing is, yeah, it takes a little time. It takes you about what, about 4 to 6 months. Yeah, about 4 to 6 months. And the thing about it is, in them 4 to 6 months, you just spend your time planning it out. Business license. Certain states, I think down in Virginia is $50. Yeah, $50 to run out your house. I can literally put my home address, run the whole thing out my house for $50 per year.
And that's another thing too about shit or businesses nowadays, that you don't even need an office building.
You really don't. And the thing is, with me, a lot of my stuff I do through online or I do in other places. And the thing about it is, I can actually say I run everything out of my house, even though I pay rent in certain areas to do certain things. Because me, I'm doing most of my stuff I'm doing online. Like say for instance, you run a clothing brand, you run the store online, e-commerce. All you need is a business license because your home would be where you're shipping it from.
Exactly.
So literally, you just put your home, and literally, it's ways you can go about it. Like say for instance, if you don't want to do it from your home, which I know most people don't, get a P.O. box. Now, P.O. boxes are expensive. They're not that expensive, but they're pretty expensive enough to where you would have to literally, if your finances are good, you would have to plan that out. Because I looked it up, I think for like 12 months it's like $170. And I was just like, damn, just for a P.O. box? Well, I can just send my private. Okay.
But if you're making bread, then it doesn't.
But if you're making bread, it don't matter because the income's gonna come regardless. And the thing is, with that income, you want to take care of all the bills for that brand. Make sure your name is protected, your website, all that stuff.
Because I know with my last landlord, when I was living in Norfolk, we used to send our rent money to a P.O. box. And one day I was like, well, I didn't even call him or let him know. I was just like, well, shoot, I'm kind of late on this rent, so I'm gonna take it to his house. And I GPS the P.O. box, and I end up at the post office. I'm like, yo, I thought this was his house. So now I understand.
He made sure y'all ain't coming there.
Yeah.
But no, it's the truth though. Running your own business is really good. It's stressful. Yeah, it's gonna be some times you're gonna be like, man, fuck this shit, I don't feel like doing it. But honestly, don't ever give up on yourself. Keep going. The consistency, I promise you, the consistency pays off, and it pays off well. It may not jump the way you wanted to jump at first. That's life. Everybody's not gonna see you, but
everybody's not an overnight success.
Yeah, everybody does. It's gonna take you some time to get your stuff together. Like me, I've been in business for 3 years now, and I'm just now getting my legalities and stuff together. I was doing a lot of stuff underground for a minute. Yeah, I had stuff to protect my name. Yeah, but the thing was, it was only a side business. I wasn't expecting it for it to be what it is right now. And even with me dancing and doing choreography and me modeling and promoting and doing different things, I didn't see the actual. And the thing was, I had a vision, but I wasn't necessarily clear. So I wanted to do more to see where it can go. Here I am. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's the story for anybody. You just gotta remain consistent. Even though people are gonna tell you, yeah, it's not worth it, you shouldn't be doing this. Like my mother keeps telling me I need to work a school job. She was a teacher for about 10 plus years, so I can understand why it was really good to her. But that's not for me. That was for her. That's her calling. Your calling is different. Everybody's destiny is different. I see myself. God saw it, put it in place. Said Damont, you already started it. All right, you do something for yourself. That's good. Keep going. I was working 2-3 jobs at one time just to make sure I had some money in my pocket when that wasn't the case. And I knew I needed to be doing more, so that's what I did. But yeah, man, like I said, that's the So Serious Spotlight, you know what I'm saying? Just, like I said, just keep you focused, keep grinding, and be super dope flyness to the best of your abilities. Yeah, super dope flyness, yeah. Y'all gonna see it on the T1 day watch.
And straight up, like you said, I'm basically gonna say the same thing he said. Like, even though you had those days where you just like, man, I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna cut the dreads. I'm gonna go white collar, and I'm just gonna work a corporate job. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Whatever. Like, if you have a vision and you have a dream, just keep staying on that path, man.
Hey, your goal should be to run that job.
Straight up.
That's your goal. You want to run that job. They want to talk about you, talking about, man, you working a corporate job? Well, hey, it's money, but at the same time, it's nothing like running your own business. You just gotta wait for that right time. And right now, I waited, and here I am. So that's what it is. So, but no, this is So Serious Spotlight. Ain't no Spotlight Awards given today, but I will say, shout out to all the small and local business owners. Y'all keep doing your thing, man. It is our time. We are making a huge comeback. So yes, definitely keep doing the thing. But like I said, this is D&D Podcast. I'm Mike Damont
Don Tesla.
And we'll be right back. Hey, it's your boy Mr. So Serious, aka So Serious Branding Company. Of course, you can check me out. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook at So Serious03. That is So Serious. That's SOSERIOUZ 03. Alright? And you can also follow me. Check out the website at www.S0S3RIOUZbrandingco.com. Peace. D&D Podcast. We here. We back, baby. Let me stop.
We global, baby.
All around the world.
All around the world.
Nah, yeah. But no, this is the D&D Podcast. We coming back. And you know what I'm saying? You know, since we're in the nature of spring, me and my boy Don, we feeling kind of like we on vacation. We relaxed today. So we just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just saying what's on our heads for this episode, you know what I mean? So Don, what we on it off for today?
So today, the first segment, we kind of vented a little bit about work and just what goes on in the workplace and things of that nature. And he didn't give out a spotlight today, but he did talk about being in business and things like that. So I just wanted to kind of lighten the mood a little bit and just talk about some work quotes that I found. Some I came up with, some he came up with, some other people came up with. Just lighten the mood. So it's on and off at time. Research has shown that laughing for 20 minutes is just as healthy as a 20-minute jog. So now I'm sitting in the park laughing at all the joggers.
You know what's funny? I'm actually on it because from what I heard, laughing, if you laugh for a good little chunk of change, it do kind of flatten. Like it's like a good detox. I don't know what it is.
Bro, it really is.
Like laughing, honestly, if you laugh for a good amount, like especially because it's like you're crunching your abs and you're holding it, trying to laugh as long as you possibly can. So yeah.
Don't tell no fat person that, man.
Sure. They be dying trying to laugh. Yeah, you was like, I don't get it.
Creepy much?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I'm on it too.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Tell your boss what you think about him, and the truth shall set you free
from your job. On it. Even though, don't take this serious. If y'all take these seriously and actually go tell your boss about themselves, good luck to you.
But you know what? Alright, so the last job I worked, Aeromark in the kitchen, whatever. I went from being a dishwasher to being a deli cook. Oh yeah, clap it up, whatever. Anyways, but my boss, he was an old fat white guy from New York, always been working in kitchens, and he was a shitty boss, probably the shittiest boss that I've had since I've been in the workforce. And we always used to joke on each other. He would joke on me, hey Dondre, you always late. And I'd be like, man, yo, all these damn hamburgers you eating, man, I know you trying to lose that gut, bruh. Talking about my hair, man. Shoot, what's going on in the middle of your head, bro? This every day, like we would just roast each other, man. But you know, things happen.
Yeah, I'm definitely on that.
If my life was an action movie, my boss would be the spy trying to sabotage my mission, and my mission would be going on Facebook. I'm off that.
Off that. That was corny. I'm mad.
Yeah, I'm off that because they tried, but it just wasn't. It was creative, but it just wasn't like.
It wasn't funny. Like Facebook, everybody goes on Facebook, and everybody, even at work, when you bored off the clock, not even off the clock, when your boss ain't around, y'all go on Facebook. Y'all be talking about, I'm at work, boy. Oh wait, hold on, my boss coming. I'll call you right back.
If lying was a job, some people would be billionaires.
On it. That's the definite truth. Some of y'all just don't know how to tell the truth with your lying ass.
I know on the job, I done told so many women this. I'm like, yo, do you remember all the lies you told this week? Because they be sitting there in my face, and I'd be like, yo, do you remember how to make my coffee? And they be like, you do this and that and that and this and that. I'm like, why are you lying? Just say no. Just say no so I can tell you again. Do you remember all the lies you told? Like, why are you lying about something that you don't need to be lying about? Come on now.
And y'all lie about silly shit.
Yeah.
It's not even something that's feasible or something that could, you know what I'm saying, even though it might be a little bit of truth to it. Damont, did you use the bathroom? No. Why are you lying? I just saw you walk out the bathroom. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Because now it's stinking there. Well, just know the tacos was good, bro.
My cell phone is acting up. I keep pressing the home button, but when I look around, I'm still at work.
Like your phone, a teleportation device. I'm off it.
Yeah.
Home. Home.
I'm on it because that was sneaky funny.
That was home. Home. Home, nigga, home.
Oh shit, this one funny.
Okay.
A glass of beer shortens your life by 1 minute. A glass of wine by 2 minutes. And a day of work by 7 to 10 hours. It depends on what the job is.
Very true.
Now, if you're working a blue collar job like Smithfield, meat pick
Chrysler, working at the car dealerships, fixing the cars and washing.
Speaking of that, I got a short story. Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. They was talking about Smithfield, and they were saying how there was this accident, and this guy he was driving an 18-wheeler, and it crashed. And what he had in the back of his truck was about like 150 pigs. Like live pigs, because he was driving to Smithfield, meatpacking place, and you know they deal with beef, they deal with bacon, all types of meat and stuff like that, and it crashed, and some people died in that crash, I believe so, but some of those pigs died as well. Some of them escaped and they were hurt and they ran out into the woods
all you
and things like that.
All you hear is oinking all down the road. Like nigga.
Miss Piggy
running out there. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I broke it down. But you was gonna die anyway. It was about to break everything.
So yeah, so the truck driver, he made a call to the bosses at Smithfield and was like, so you know some of these pigs died, and you know after a certain amount of time, like you can't serve this meat. And the boss was like, hey, scoop as many of them pigs up, don't leave nothing, and bring it here. So they're in the woods biting off coyotes and picking up dead pigs and stuff like that and bringing it back to Smithfield. And I just thought that was just the craziest story. Now I've heard other crazy stories about Smithfield, you know, but that was just
a whole truck crash. The person alright, nothing. You just said go get the pigs. So you don't care shit about my life, but you gonna worry about the fat ass pig? What the fuck do I look like? Nigga, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't have these damn pigs. So if you want, you know what? I'm gonna set the truck on fire. and I'm gonna make everybody a pork chop.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Look, I'm gonna call them. I'm sorry, the truck caught on fire, so I can't catch none of the pigs.
Nah.
Where are the pigs? I'm eating pork chops right now.
Alright, when I'm at work, and I think we were off that one or on that last one. But whatever. Next, when I'm at work, I can fall asleep instantly. But when I'm in my bed, I can hardly fall asleep.
I'm definitely on it because that is a lot of truth.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like when you go to work, and you're constantly moving, yeah, you get tired. So you want to be like, I'm taking a nap. But when you get home, for some odd reason, you're in your element, you're in your space. Like it's like you want to stay up because you don't really get a chance to hang out at home. You don't really get a chance, you know what I'm saying? You don't get a chance to chill like you want to. Like you say, for instance, when I get home, I stay up to about 11, 12, maybe 1, depending on how I'm feeling. Like, and the thing is, if I'm up, I'm working on graphics or just chilling playing a video game. Like, it's like, I don't get a chance to do it often. So even when I get home, I'm usually asleep. So when I get the chance to actually, or I get some extra time to myself, I hang out. It is what it is. So definitely on that.
Yeah, when I get
that's
off,
a lot of truth.
When I get off of work, I'm usually getting off late in the morning, like around like 2, 3 in the morning. So at that time, like I'm already a night owl to begin with. So it's difficult for me to just like get home and go straight to sleep unless it's just been a shitty day. Like it's been raining all day. Motherfuckers ain't. I know we're trying to make this more family friendly, but not this episode.
Hey, look, man. All the kids don't cuss in front of your parents, man. That's all I can tell you. If you're gonna watch this show, watch it with your peoples. It's motivational, but it's funny.
I did that one time in front of my mother. She popped me in my mouth so quick.
Actually, no. The funny thing is, I have a short story. I was in middle school, and the thing was, me as a kid, even though I did have a nice little childhood, I was bullied a lot. I was bullied for like almost literally 12 years. So when I was in school, it was this one cat that I did not like, and literally the funny thing is, I'm cool with everybody. I have no issue. I ain't got no beef. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. So I'm chilling. I go home one day. And I tell my mom about what was going on because I was struggling. Like in middle school, I was struggling. Oh my God! Like I can't tell you how many times I would cry. So literally, my mom was like, "Put up your dues," and I'm just like, "What? I know you ain't trying to fight me. Well, I have to fight you. Come on, Ma, put up your dues." I'm like, "All right." So I put up my dues and I'm ready. She's like, "All right, boy, come on, you ready?" I was like, "Mom, I'm not finna fight you." Bruh, next you know, my mama just throw light jabs. She ain't even doing nothing. Just done it. Next thing you know, I don't know what the hell happened. I'm doing good, I'm watching. Next thing you know, my mama cut right through the block. Boom. Boom. Right in the lip. Right here. Right in the center. Boom. Knocked my head straight back.
Yeah, right.
Right. Straight right. She was like, come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Boom. I said, ah. I had to go to school with a busted lip the next day.
I'm surprised you ain't snuffle back.
Nah, my mama a G. My mama come with that right hook, it's over. Nah, I literally, but nah, I find it really funny, cause after that, I ain't touch I ain't try my mama no more.
Alright, last one, on and off it. My boss asked me where I see myself in the next 5 years. I told him, if Zed keeps falling out, I might see myself in your ball spot. So I got a short story. Alright, so it kind of relates to your story. Except my mom's did punch me in my face.
Yeah, Mom Dukes was a G, bro.
I mean, I've been smacked in my face by my mom's.
No, Mom Dukes was a G, bro. She won't have that. She would either kick my chest in or she was gonna knock me flat out.
But I got.
If I hit her, my uncles and cousins was coming for me. We won't have that. Them niggas big. I ain't trying to get my ass beat.
But if you from the hood or whatever, and you got like a laid back personality when you was growing up, you might have got bullied. You know what I'm saying? I
don't know. It was kind of weird. I was active. Like me, when I was in school, it was either stepping or I was running track. See, when I was in middle school, I didn't run track as much. I was doing a lot more of AAU. I was doing kind of outside stuff. But even when I was living in Carolina, I was doing the step team. I took a class for web design. And the thing was, I was mainly just playing video games. I was chilling. It was either video games or I was listening to music. Like, say for instance, my mom bought me a radio, and I used to record like I would listen to old school 80s and 90s hits. Like in Carolina, you ever heard of Foxy 107, 104? Yeah. I'm listening to Foxy 107, 104, and they always have like an 80s or 70s night. And on 80s night, and it was every Friday, I would get home in general just to play the video game, turn down the TV, and record 80s night. And now, need I mind you, a lot of the songs I know today is because of the fact that I listen to that station. Shout out to North Carolina, Foxy 107, 104, yeah, sponsorship. But yeah, or we can be on the radio station, either or, no matter. Put D&D Podcasts on Foxy 107, 104, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, bruh, it wasn't necessary. The thing was, like I said, I'm a cool cat. I have no reason to be bullied, but you just have some people who are just hateful and don't really know any better or different. A lack of love at the house, or like love at home. And a lot of people don't feel that way. But the thing about it with me is, I'm not finna do that. I ain't got time for that shit. I got too many good family. I'm good. Like, but no. What's up, now?
So, yeah, like I said, if you lived in the hood, you might have been bullied, maybe not. I got bullied a little bit. I had to fight a lot when I was a kid. But this one particular story, I was in middle school. So this is the 8th grade. And
I think it was the 6th grade.
The 8th grade. So this is like the end of the first semester, going into the second semester. And this one guy, his name was Justin Jones. I remember it almost like it happened yesterday. JJ. He was coming from Fredericksburg. I forgot the school that he came from. But up there in Fredericksburg, man, it's not Richmond, bro. It's not Richmond. It's like the county. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a mixture. White people, mostly white people, and then you got some niggas too. But anyway, so you got a new kid coming to a new environment, so he can be whoever the hell he wants to be. So he gets to the school and he's putting on the persona that he's a gangbanger, because at that time, the gang culture was being promoted heavily. Bloods, Crips, folks, Latin Kings, everybody was just like, well, I want to be who I want to be. Because at that time, we was living in the burbs, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a mixture of the burbs and the city, you know what I'm saying? So some people, they was really about that life, some won't, you know what I'm saying? Some was just perpetrating. But anyways, so he comes up in there, and he's just, I'm blood this, blood that. And
you gotta be careful with that, because if they find out you've been repping that joint and you really ain't, you in some trouble, bruh.
They gonna come.
They gonna come for you.
They gonna come get you.
And they gonna make sure, if you really want to be it, they gonna make sure you become it.
So at first, we was all cool, because I'm the same way like Mike. Like, I'm cool with everybody. I talk to everybody. I love you from a distance, you know what I'm saying? If your vibe is funny, I love you from a distance.
Yeah, I'm like, but we go out, we hang out together at times. We cool right now until I feel like I can trust you.
But things started to go left when he started to disrespect me in this one PE class. I'm like, this nigga kind of off. He like he talking to me like I'm a bitch. I ain't fucking with that shit. So the second semester comes around and we started taking this technology class together, and mostly we would just be in there, like, it was all my niggas and shit like that, and we would all just be in there cracking jokes and talking shit about the teacher, Mr. Turner, because he had these big ass old school meaty hands that was always ashy. And we was like, yo nigga, like, I got some cocoa butter right here. I'm like, nigga, yo, you get some of this cocoa butter on your hands, bro. Like, why is your hands always chalky white, nigga?
Like, bro, don't touch me with my hands.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so this one day, I literally remember this shit like it happened yesterday. It was a half day. So how they did it was, we didn't do the first block first. We did the first block last. So, and that technology class was my last class. So we went straight from the technology class into the first block, which was math. And then we got out of school. So we're in technology class, and I come in there and, I dap up all my niggas and stuff like this. And this one motherfucker, Justin, slaps me in my face like I'm a hoe. He slaps me in my fucking face. Everybody looking at me like, yo, oh shit, yo.
I know I felt that. As soon as I would have felt that, that chair would have went flying.
But see, I won't like that.
I won't either, but I probably not. It's because I know me in middle school, I was jumped a lot. I got jumped like hell. Niggas was punks back in the day. They used to jump niggas. Niggas was scared of individual fight because they knew they fought me individually. Somebody was getting fucked up. So, yeah.
So yeah, he slapped me in my face. Everybody like, bro, you really just gonna let him just do you like that? So everyone is building this shit up. And even though they was instigating, they did right. Because you ain't never supposed to slap another man. First of all. Secondly, you ain't never supposed to let the shit rock. So I was
as soon as he invaded your space and he did what he did, you got every right to defend yourself.
Exactly.
As soon as he slapped me, I would have just come to me like this.
Man, I never wanted to, and I'm still like this. I don't like jeopardizing my objectives.
Exactly.
And my objective was to get good grades and get the fuck out of school.
Exactly.
Even though I got in some trouble, I still was a good student. But anyways, so everybody's building the shit up like, and it's tension. It's clear tension. So anyways, we get out of class or whatever. I kind of rush out the class. I go to my next class and I start telling my homeboys about it. I got two of them in there, my boy Eric and then another dude, his name's Chris. At the time he was my nigga. I'm still cool with Eric. And I'm like, yo, this dude, he just, as soon as I walked in the classroom, he just smacked me in my face, yo. And they like, man, I know you. And I know you ain't finna walk up out this school without whooping his ass. And the white boy, he just kept, yo, look, man, I know you gonna whoop his ass. I know this shit ain't finna fly. You ain't finna let this shit go and rock. No.
Don Tesla's true Hollywood story.
So I'm just sitting there, I'm bubbling, I'm boiling. I'm like, man, I ain't really saying shit. I'm just pissed and I'm agreeing with their ass. And so, and mind you, like I said, the class period is short. It's usually 90 minutes. It was about 30 minutes today. So as soon as the bell rings, bring, I walk out the class. I make a left. And guess who I see walking out the bathroom? I see this short, pudgy, fat motherfucker who ended up being a bitch walking out the bathroom. I didn't hesitate, not for a second. I dropped my bag. I walked up to the nigga. I stole his ass. He fell back into the lockers. And then everybody crowded around. Like, the shit happened real quick. And then this one big girl, she's about 6 foot. She looked like she might have been a smooth 165, 170, but she always liked me. And she just came and she moved me out the way. She said, move, boo, I got this. And she started welling on the nigga. And I just walked away. And I got on my bus. And I put my stuff down on the bus. And then I started to get back up and get off the bus. And my bus driver was like, Dondre, don't you get off that bus. Don't you get off this bus. I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to call the principal. I said, man, I don't give a fuck. I ran off the bus just looking for the nigga again. And I couldn't find the nigga because he ran away.
Yeah, I would have ran too.
Because he got banked. Like, he basically got banked. You know what I'm saying? And I snuffed him on the sneak. Like, I seen him. I said, wah! And I got back on the bus. And then the next day, I got called into the principal's office. We had a dyke principal. I remember her name, Miss Waldron. And she called me in the office. And he was there too. And I just told her straight up. No, he wasn't there. I told her straight up. I was like, look, you know, and I've always been kind of slick with my mouth and my wordplay. And I was like, look, I don't know about him, but I just don't. I didn't put my hands on the brother first. He messed with me.
I don't appreciate it.
And as a result of him putting his hands on me, I put my hands back on him. And that's how that happened.
That was it. I ain't do nothing else. That was it.
And I ain't even get in trouble. So, hey. That's on and off it. Most of those we're on. Some of those we're off. But look, workplace, man, look, positive energy all the time.
Do your job, make your money, and then go home and chillax.
Just D&D Podcasts. And we global, baby. And we'll be back. All the Dons in the house. What's up? My name is Don Tesla, all the way from the 757. We global, baby. Hey, you can follow me on all social medias at Don Tesla. That's DONTESLA. Yes, baby. We in here. Ain't I sex?
welcome back. It's the D&D Podcast. And we appreciate y'all for tuning into the show, man. We 8 episodes. Well, I ain't gonna say we 8. We about 8 episodes.
We 8.
They ain't all uploaded yet, but you gonna see them soon. But yeah, we about 8 strong.
They ain't supposed to know that shit.
They ain't, but hey, might as well. Y'all might as well celebrate with us anyway. We don't care. We love ourselves in this bitch.
Yeah.
But no.
Self-love, baby.
Self-love. But no.
Give yourself a hug.
Give yourself a hug. But no, yeah, but definitely, reflecting back on today's episode, just...
Alright, so first things first is just dealing with the workplace and the environment. Yo, you gotta have an objective. Gossiping should not be part of your objective.
Not at all.
Okay?
Keep your money to yourself.
Getting money, and
until you get off.
If you see yourself moving up in that particular career or industry, then do that, man. But gossiping is not part of it. Also, another thing that I constantly find myself being in the position of is I would be the perfect informant, okay? But I'm not, because my objective is to get money and not throw people under the bus, and I actually be trying to help people out. See, my position in the workplace is I'm so good at listening and asking questions and extracting information from people that I will be the perfect informant. But
I would too, but I
don't roll like that, because I hear the person who got authority, I hear them vent, and then I hear the other person on the other side vent. I'm like, yo, why are y'all putting me in this position right now, man? Because if I run my mouth, then I got everybody against me. So that's why you have to find your role in every situation that you in, but especially the work environment, man. Just don't gossip. Do your best to stay out of shit. But you have some people who they have those personalities where they feel like they can go around and be condescending, and they're arrogant. You know what I'm saying? And they just start shit because they think and feel like they can start shit. Yo, don't let nobody fuck with you in the workplace at all.
Don't let nobody fuck with you, period.
Because we don't mix money with our honey. That means fucking
business and pleasure. Yes, if y'all gonna have sex, keep that joint to yourselves. Whatever goes on outside of the workplace stays outside of the workplace. Do not bring that joint into the workplace, because some of y'all, and that's how y'all lose y'all job. Because your girl from your job done been up there 5 times this week when she not on duty because you out. Because you left the toilet seat up.
It's dumb shit. And that usually, and if your girl bitching about that, she probably got another nigga on the side. Because you know how the women are. Dudes will be like, you know what, bitch, you want to leave. And we'll be fine by ourselves. True. But women, they'll have somebody on the side and they'll start bitching because they want you to break up with them. But that's another topic.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
But that rolling into the so serious topic.
Definitely, if you plan on it or you see yourself running your own business, go ahead and do it. Take the time to do your research, plan it out, and then execute. Maintain it. Just be consistent with it. Don't give up. Keep hope and just keep God first in it. Just do your business, work as hard as you can. And when it happens and you start popping off, there it is. You got it. Straight up.
And you can't expect for it. Everyone's not going to be an overnight celebrity.
You literally have to put the time and effort in to make sure that your business is a success. And like I said, shout out, Seriouz Spotlights goes to all the small and local business owners. Keep doing your thing. Definitely, if you're in business for yourself, I commend you, because you took the effort and the time and the strength to get it done. So yes, definitely all shout outs to y'all for Seriouz Spotlight, alright?
Alright, and they're on and off it. Just bringing a little humor to the workplace, but also on a serious note, like
remain positive. Remain as positive as you possibly can. Work as hard as you can, and if you move up in the workplace, that is excellent. But always keep your goals in mind when you're working. Be sure to know that what you're doing is going to help benefit you later.
Exactly, straight up.
All right, but yeah, y'all be blessed, man. Stay up, D&D Podcast,
and we global, baby.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to start this off or you want me to start this off?
Man, it's up to you. Do you want to do it?
It don't matter, man. Go ahead.
Okay, well, yo. Hey, make sure you check us out on all social media. Look us up, D&D Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Everywhere.
Man, you know you want to stay tuned in to us.
You know you want
to check the best podcast on the internet.
This is the most ratchet
dark web. Man, this is what you call sophisticated ignorance, baby. Hold on. I got something for you. Got some money for you. You get money thrown at you. Hey, the best content online. D&D Podcasts.
Yo,
I'm Don
check
Tesla.
us out, Mike Damont.
What's up, baby?
What's good?
757.